Hey there, yogis. Satnam. Welcome. Thank you all so much for tuning in. In today's session, I have a really grounding practice for us. So we're really going to come back to earth, come back to our bodies, and really delve into that energy of tending and taking care of ourselves and evening out our nervous system. So this is going to be a really great practice to do if it feels like the energy is very much up in the air, you have an accumulation of energy in your head, or it feels like there are a lot of shifts and changes going on, which there are right now currently. This is 2020, so it's like the name of the game is shifts and changes everywhere. So I really want us to just slow down, ground down, and take care of ourselves. And one of the best avenues for doing that, one of the best tools, is through breath and breathing practices, which we call pranayama in yoga. So I want us to start with Nadi Shodhana, which is a balanced breathing. So this breathing practice will literally help to even out and balance out both the right and left sides, hemispheres of our body and our mind, so the masculine and the feminine energies, and just even out our nervous system as well, and just help us ground and land in the present moment. So go ahead and grab a blanket for this practice, and you can feel free to sit on it for our breathing. And find a comfy seat, whatever that means for you. So it might be cross-ankled Sukhasana, or maybe sitting on your shins for a rock pose. And I want you to first take your right hand and take your index and your middle finger and sort of attempt to curl the fingernails at the base of your thumb there. Okay? And then you're going to have your thumb and your ring finger are going to be your action fingers, and then your pinky finger can sort of just be hanging out there. Okay? So sit up nice and tall, just organizing crown over shoulders, shoulders over hips. Left hand, take the fingertips and dig them out into the earth to the left there. Close your eyes, and then just set it up. So bring your thumb to hover outside your right nostril, your ring finger to hover outside your left. And let's first take a deep breath in here together through the nose, really filling up the lungs, fill the body with fresh prana. And then make an O shape with the mouth, cannon breath, and release. Do that one more time. Inhale deep through the nose, nourishing your whole body. And exhale, release any stagnant energy. Soften the shoulders down the back. Take a deep breath in here. Close off the right nostril with your thumb. Exhale through the left. Nice, slow, deep, calculated breathing. Inhale through the left nostril. Close the left with your ring finger, exhale out the right. Inhale right. Close the right, exhale through the left. Inhale left. Close the left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close the right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close the left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close the right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close the left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close the right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close the left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close the right, exhale left. And then release your right palm face up on your right knee. Keep your eyes closed, breathing in and out through both nostrils. And just feeling if one side was more dominant, i.e. more clear, either the right masculine side or the left feminine side. And just using that as information as you begin to move into your asana practice today. Where is it that you need to activate to find a little bit more balance and harmony? And bring your right palm onto your heart. You're going to breathe it in for Om together. Deep inhale. Drawing the chin down to the chest. Moment of gratitude to yourself for being here, for showing up, for nourishing your body, nourishing your nervous system, so that you can better meet the shifts and changes of your life. Go ahead and bring your chin to neutral. You can feel free to flutter your eyes open if you'd like. Bring your legs and your feet in front of you with the soles of your feet kissing. And then I want it to be less of a Baddha Konasana and more of a Tarasana diamond shape. So slide your feet forward a tad. Firmly and evenly plant your sit bones. Bring your hands onto your shins. And I want you to just begin to pull gently on your shins. Bend the elbows back, shoulders back as you encourage your heart forward. So it's a nice long spine. And then release the arms long in front of you. Tense your fingers. Draw your chin into your chest. And then I want you to begin to move around yourself. So moving to the right, to the left. And keep going side to side. Your eyes are closed so that you can really begin to tap into your inner landscape and your inner world. Your breath is deep in and out through the nose. And just pretending here that you're a turtle moving around in your shell. Opening up the hips, opening up the side waist, the side body. Feel free to really explore. Explore your range of motion, explore your breath. And then come through center, inhale deep here. Exhale, cannon breath the air out. Bringing your hands interlaced around your toes. Just let your head hang heavy there for a moment.
Allow the shoulders to draw back away from the ears, breathing into the back body. Loosening the jaw, loosening the muscles of the forehead. Really grounding into your breath, grounding into your body. Next breath in, slowly roll up to neutral through your spine.
And go ahead and bring your legs long in front of you here. You can feel free to either stay seated on your blanket or just let it go off to the side. So legs are long, flex your feet, give your arms and your legs a little shake, shake, shake. And then begin to lean your chest forward. Then either grab onto your shins, or if you can, peace fingers wrap around your big toes for yogi toe lock. Maybe even pressing your thumb into your big toenail, which helps to awaken our pituitary gland, our third eye, which is the place of our natural wisdom and intelligence. Okay, draw your chin into your chest, find a flat back here. This is the inhale, position 1. And then exhale, bend the elbows straight down, fold into your legs. Inhale to a flat back, exhale, fold into your legs. Close your eyes and get this flowing for yourself. Again, I really want you to focus this whole practice on allowing the breath to really be powerful, nourishing. Every breath in, receiving fresh prana. Every breath out, releasing stagnant energy. You might keep it nice and slow, or you might begin to gradually speed it up. Keyword gradually, right? So don't just sort of thrust yourself into speed, right? See if you can really slowly begin to add more energy to this dynamic movement. The breath might become like breath of fire, but a slow, steady, sustainable breath of fire. This is incredibly nourishing for the sciatic nerve, for the lumbar spine, which is our low back. Inhale, position 1, flat back. Exhale, cannon breath, fold into your legs. Release the big toes. Walk your hands up your legs, neutral spine. Go ahead and release the hands back behind you. Bend your knees. Plant your feet a little bit wider than hips width. And maybe even see if you can check out coming up on your fingertips here as you breathe in and lift your hips up. Let your head hang back. You can stick your tongue out on the exhale. And then gently drop your seat down to the earth. Cross the ankles and let's meet in all fours. So wrists in line with shoulders, knees in line with hips. Point the toes behind you, spread the palms wide, and check in that your index fingers are facing directly forward, okay? Then I want you to begin to make circles to the right. Nice big circles. Breathing in as you roll forward, breathing out as you sit back towards your heels. So it's almost like you're flowing through a child's pose there. Nice deep breathing. Opening the hips, opening the shoulders. Pause wherever you're at. Reverse the direction of the circles, moving to the left. Still breathing in as you travel forward, breathing out as you travel back. Exploring the range of motion. And then now come forward. Inhale, drop the belly, lift your tailbone up, lift your gaze. Nice arch to the spine. Exhale, press the earth away, draw the belly in and up, chin into chest, round the spine. Let's keep that going. Inhale, drop the belly, arch for your cow, and then exhale, dome and curl in for your cat. Keep this going. So you might stay linear or begin to explore little circles with the hips, maybe circles with the head, maybe both at the same time. Really waking up our whole spinal cord here. Activating all of the energy centers, the chakras that live along the spine. Pause, reverse the direction of the circles if you have that going on. Nice full breath. Next breath in, come to neutral spine. See if you can come up on your fingertips here, so tented hands. And then sweep your right leg back behind you, lifting it up. Point your right toes, angle your right hip down a tad, and then see if you can hug your ribs in towards the spine. So there's a little containment here. So think about length here rather than so much of a back bend. So inhale deep. Exhale, bring the knee towards the nose towards the knee, curl in. Inhale, sweep it back at long. Exhale, curl in. 3 more. Inhale, sweep it. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, get long. Exhale, curl in. Last time, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, nose to knee, and then step the right foot between your palms. Go ahead and draw the weight of your hips forward, so more weight pours into that front foot. But find your root lock, so squeeze and lift the sit bones. Really anchor through the top of the left foot, and then inhale to reach your arms up by your ears for a low crescent, Anjaneyasana. Make a fist with your right hand. And then swing your right elbow back by your side. And then bring your left arm in front of you. And then release just the index finger and point it straight up towards the sky. So this is a mudra, Suchi mudra, which really helps us let go, specifically letting go of stress. Okay? So see if you can close your eyes here, soften the shoulders down the back, either slow deep breathing or a steady and sustainable breath of fire. Even inhale, exhale powerfully through the nose. Exhale, 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 exhale. Right hand, right hip. Inhale, sweep your left arm up alongside your left ear. Index finger points up and back. And then exhale, drawing the weight forward. Tent the fingers on either side of your right foot. Inhale, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. You might hop that back foot in a tad. Anchor the heel down. Lengthen out through your front leg. drawing that right outer hip into center, and then see if you can flex your right foot and fold over your right leg. So it's a little pyramid variation. Inhale to a flat back. This time as you exhale, turn your right toes to the left, parallel your feet. You're coming into wide straddle forward fold, Prasarita Padottanasana. Fingertips tent under shoulders. Put a bend in your left knee, shift your weight to the left. Bend in your right knee, move to the right. One more time, to the left, to the right. Come through center, pivot your heels in and your toes out. Dig your elbows and your forearms into your inner thighs. The palms are open. And then sway side to side. Really getting into the inner leg lines here, the inner thigh. And then bring your hands right on top of your thighs. Bring your left shoulder into center and your right shoulder back. So it's a little twist here. You're getting a stretch through the shoulder blade. And then switch it out, right shoulder in, left shoulder back. Switch it one more time, left shoulder in, right shoulder back. Right shoulder into center, left shoulder back. Inhale to center, tent the fingertips underneath your shoulders. Pivot your heels out and your toes in. Inhale, stretch your spine long here, flat back. Exhale, stick your tongue out and let your head fall. Pausing for a moment. And then inhale to a flat back, turning to the right. Low lunge here. Plant the palms, step your right foot back into downward facing dog. And then dance it out a little. This is the first one. So feel free to move it around for a moment. Just checking in that your palms are still wide. Find a little lift through the center of the palm and the wrist for Hasta Bandha. As well as a little lift through the underarms there, a lifting of the ribs up into the spine, heavy head. Inhale, lift the heels high, come forward, plank pose. On the exhale, soften your knees, your chest, and your chin. Hug the elbows in by the rib cage. Lengthen yourself out long here, point your toes, then you might even widen your feet out a little bit beyond hips width. It's a little bit more forgiving, I find, for my low back. Tent your fingers. They're in line with your shoulders, but bring them a little bit wider. Chin into chest. Inhale, I want you to lift up here for a nice, generous cobra pose. And then exhale, come back down to the earth. Chin into chest. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Now stay with me. You're going to bend your right knee and then bring your inner right knee to the earth there so that your hip is in line with your knee is in line with your ankle. It's half of a frog leg, okay? Inhale to lift up again. Hello, inner thigh. Exhale, lower it down. Stay with me. You're going to either lengthen that left arm long out of the left shoulder, or you can feel free to cactus it. Tense your right fingertips a little bit closer in. Roll over onto your left hip. You can swing that right leg back behind you. You might plant the right foot or just sweep the leg long. We're really just getting into the left shoulder. Make sure your left temple is releasing here. We hold so much stress and tension in the shoulders, right? The upper back, the neck, the jaw. Just really getting in there. Come back to center, roll onto your belly. Tent the fingertips right underneath your shoulders this time. Inhale to lift up into cobra. Exhale, sit back towards your heels, child's pose. See if you can keep your fingertips tented as you soften the forehead to the earth. And then inhale to rise up. All fours. You might need to reorganize yourself on your mat there. Fingertips tented, left leg sweeps up and back. Point your left toes, hug the ribs in. Inhale here. Exhale, knee to nose, nose to knee. Inhale, get long. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, curl. 2 more. Inhale, sweep it back. Exhale, curl it in. Last time, inhale, sweep it back. Exhale, curl it in and step the left foot between your palms. Pour the weight of your hips forward, but find your root lock. Find the activation of the top of the right foot into the earth, and then inhale to lift your arms up here. Make a fist with your left hand this time. Swing your left elbow back. Bring your right arm forward. Release just your right index finger straight up towards the sky. Soften the shoulders down the back. Maybe close the eyes, either slow, deep breathing or a slow, steady breath of fire. Really commanding any stress, any tension, any low vibrational stagnant energy out of your electromagnetic fields. Exhale, 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 exhale. Left hand, left hip. Inhale, reach your right arm long by right ear. See if you can lean back. And exhale, tent the fingertips to frame your left foot. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Hop the back foot in a tad, maybe even to the right a little bit more. Anchor the heel. Lengthen through the front leg. Maybe flex the front foot. Inhale. Lengthen through the spine, and then exhale to fold over the left leg. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, turn your left toes to the right, parallel your feet, your back in Prasarita Padottanasana. Make sure you have a wide enough stance here. Tenting the fingers under the shoulders, put a bend in your right knee, shift your weight to the right. Bend in your left knee, move to the left. One more to the right. To the left. Same thing this side. Come to center, heels and toes out. Dig your elbows into your inner thighs. Sway and rock a little side to side. Hands on top of your thighs. Bringing your right shoulder forward, your left shoulder back. See if you can look back. And then switch it. Left shoulder forward, right shoulder back. Keep the breath flowing. Right shoulder forward, left shoulder back. Left shoulder forward, right shoulder back. Tent the fingertips under the shoulders. Inhale, pivot your heels out, stretch your heart forward, and then exhale, tongue out, heavy your head and fold. Pausing for a moment, sliding a little bit more weight into the balls of the feet. And then inhale up to a flat back. Turn yourself to the left, low lunge, back heel lifts. Plant the palms, inhale. Exhale, step your left foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale to roll it forward plank. Exhale, soften your knees, your chest, and your chin. Lengthen yourself out long. Point the toes, maybe widen the feet. Tent the fingertips out wide in line with the shoulders. 2 like this. Inhale, lifting up cobra. Exhale, lower back down, forehead to the earth. One more here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Okay, now you're going to widen the left knee out to the left. Half of a frog leg. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. And then you're going to release the right arm either long or cactus. Tent your left fingertips closer in towards your chest and then roll over onto your right hip, swinging that left leg behind you. The left leg can stay bent, it can be long. Do whatever feels right. You just want to focus on having that right temple down to the earth. If you need your blanket to close the gap, do that for yourself. Take care. Let the practice meet you. Rolling back onto your belly, tent the fingertips under the shoulders. Inhale, lift up into a little cobra. And exhale, lower back down. Plant the palms this time, slide them back a tad. Inhale to lift into cobra, and then you might pop your knees up and your thighs all together, peeling the shoulders back for upward facing dog. Or stay with your cobra. Exhale, lift from the belly and the hips. Find your way back home, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Take 3 cycles of breath here, in and out through the nose, playing with finding length through the upper half as well as the lower half. And bring your feet mat's width. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Go ahead and grab opposite elbows right here. Heavy your head, sway side to side. You can bend the knees as much as you need. You might stay here. You might interlace your hands behind your back. And allow your arms to extend over your head. See if you can really release the head down, flutter the lips. And then release the arms, turn the toes out a tad, and then sit down low into a squat, Malasana. Again, dig your elbows into your inner thighs, activate your root lock, and reach up through the crown of the head. You're going to keep your toes turned out, or they can be forward if that's more accessible for you. On the inhale, we're going to press down into the earth and rise straight up. So circling the arms up, catch a prayer, look up. And then exhale, the prayer moves straight through your midline as you come down through the spine like an elevator back into a squat. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, slow and steady, come back down. Keep this going. Earth salutations. Saluting the earth, saluting our bodies, which are extensions of the earth. Maybe even explore closing your eyes right here. See if you can get really meditative with it. Allowing the movement to follow the breath. Last time, inhale up, exhale down. Tent the fingertips in front of you. Inhale, lengthen the legs, turn the toes forward. Yogi toe lock your big toes. Maybe plug your thumbs into your yoga mat. Inhale, lift and lengthen the spine as much as you can. And then exhale, bend and widen the elbows. Find a gentle tug on your big toes to encourage your upper half towards your lower half. Heavy head. Maybe a little bit more weight slides forward into the balls of the feet. Deep, luxurious breath. Release your big toes. Walk your hands forward. Plank pose on the inhale. Exhale, lower your knees, your chest, and your chin. On the inhale, you might slide into cobra or right up into upward facing dog. And then exhale, come back downward facing dog. Deep breath in here. You might sigh out your mouth. Inhale to lift your right leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee in towards the heart. Step your right foot between your palms. Tense your fingers, keep your back toes tucked, energize the back leg, and then reach your arms up by your ears for a high lunge. So we're coming right into it. I want you to make a fist with your right hand, swing the right elbow back, left arm forward, left index finger up, Suchi mudra. There it is. Right hand, right hip. See if you can reach that left arm long by left ear, lean back, Keep reaching back through your left arm. Anchor your back heel down. Maybe walk your right foot into center. Warrior 2, and get out your index fingers with both hands and reach them straight out to the sides. As your right knee moves forward over your right ankle, your left shoulder moves back over your left hip. Flip your palms up to the sky. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Left palm slides down your left thigh. Right arm reaches up. And now lengthen out that front leg. Then you might even flex the front foot. Invite a deep breath in to the entire right side of your body. And on the exhale, rebend your front knee, plant the front foot, cartwheel the palms down. You can rinse it out any old way you choose. Really meeting your body where it is. Striving for balance, for harmony, a centeredness. From downward facing dog, left leg lifts, breathing in. Left knee into the heart, left foot between the palms. Tent the fingers, keep the back toes tucked. Find the energy running along the back leg, and then inhale to reach your arms up. On the exhale, make a fist with your left hand, bend and swing the left elbow back, right arm forward, right index finger up. Left palm, left hip, inhale, reach your right arm up and back, keep moving it back. And then anchor your back heel down, maybe walk your left foot into center a tad. Warrior 2. As left knee moves forward, right shoulder moves back. Gaze, focus at your left index finger. Maybe close your eyes. Flip your palms up. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Right palm down, left palm up. And then lengthen out that left leg. And then maybe flex your left foot. And take a deep breath into the left side. Exhale, rebend, plant the foot, cartwheel your way down. Rinse it out. Giving permission for your vinyasas to change as needed. Okay, from down dog, right leg lifts, breathing in. Right foot between the palms, breathing out. Back heel stays lifted. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, swing your right elbow back, left arm forward, index finger up. Right hand, right hip, inhale, reach your left arm up and over. Plant your back heel. This time, lengthen the front leg. Turn your right toes in. Turn your left toes out. Warrior 2 to the back. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Lengthen out that left leg. Flex the foot. Exhale, extended side angle. Left forearm, left thigh. Right arm reaches over the right ear. Get your index fingers out. Why not, right? See if you can power up the legs, hugging the hips underneath you. Really anchoring through the outer edge of that right foot, reaching through your right index finger, and then leaning back. Your next inhale, circle that right arm in front of your chest as you lengthen out the left leg, coming into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Now, if you need the support of the left hand on the left shin, do that for yourself, okay? Otherwise, I want you to play with your index finger out, back of the left hand to your left inner leg line there. See if you can stack hip over hip, shoulder over shoulder, chin into chest, lengthen out through both sides of your rib cage, especially that bottom rib cage. And take one more deep breath in. As you breathe out, rebend the left knee. Inhale, half bound peaceful warrior. Slide the right arm behind your back, the hand towards the top of the thigh, and lean back. And now interlace the hands behind your back as you lengthen the left leg, turn the left toes in. Turn your toes towards the front, so right toes directly forward. Widen your right foot out to the right. So it's warrior 1 here. Inhale, lift your heart. And then exhale, begin to pour your upper body forward, down, and in.
If the balance feels really tricky for you here, bring your right foot out to the right even more. Hug your right hip into center, lift your belly, and drop your head. Deepen your breath. Release your fingertips to the earth. Lengthen your right leg. You might hop your left foot in and out to the left a tad. Pyramid pose. Inhale, catch a flat back, reach the heart forward, draw the right outer hip in. And then exhale, fold to the best of your ability over your right leg. Of course, if you have blocks at home or something to support underneath your hands, that can be really, really lovely here, especially if you have less open hamstrings. So if you can keep lengthening the spine down the right leg, take another cycle of breath. And then inhale, lift and lengthen the spine. Spin your back heel up, bend your right knee. Keep your left fingertips tented under the left shoulder. Inhale to reach your right arm up. Nice wide twist. Inhale, reach your right arm forward. Plant both of your palms. Exhale to swing your right leg up and back. It's a three-legged dog. Inhale deep here. As you exhale, right knee towards your right arm. Give it a little kiss. Inhale, sweep your right leg high. Exhale, right knee towards your left arm. And then flex your right foot on top of your left thigh. Lift your left heel, bend your left knee. You're in a figure four down dog. See if you can really press your hands into the earth, lengthen out through the upper body as you spread your sit bones back, back, back. And then look forward, inhale. You can travel through a vinyasa. Again, take it in your own way. And we'll try that on the other side. Lift your left leg high, breathing in. Left foot between the palms, breathing out. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, left elbow swings back, right arm in front, index finger up. Left hand, left hip. Inhale, sweep your right arm up and back. Anchor the back heel, lengthen the front leg. Turn your left toes in, turn your right toes out. Warrior two to the back. Inhale, peaceful warrior, lengthen out that right leg. Maybe flex the foot. And then exhale, extended side angle. Right forearm softly, right thigh, left arm reaches long over the ear. Get out your index fingers. Feel the strength of your legs. And then on your next inhale, you can circle that left arm in front of you as you lengthen the right leg, coming into triangle pose. Find whatever variation suits you with that bottom hand. But then lengthen out your bottom rib cage. Lean back a little bit into your left shoulder blade. Breathe fresh prana, fresh life into the shape. One more inhale. Exhale, bend your right knee. Slide the left arm behind your back. Inhale, half bound peaceful warrior. As you lengthen the right leg and turn the right toes in, interlace the hands behind your back. Then turn your toes to the left. Widen the left foot out to the left. Wrap your right hip forward. Inhale, look up, open your heart. And then exhale, pour yourself down. Humble warriors. Humble, i.e., letting go of your head, right? Moving the energy from the head into the heart. Encouraging that left hip into center. Calling in more breath. Right here, release your arms, tent the fingertips. You might hop your right foot in and out to the right a little. Lengthen your left leg. Wrap that left outer hip in, right hip moves forward. Inhale here for length. And then exhale to fold to the best of your ability over your left leg. There might be a little bend in that left knee. I would definitely recommend a micro bend for everybody so that you're not hyperextending through the hamstring there. See if you can unlock the jaw. Slide the torso down your left thigh. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Spin your back heel up. You might hop that foot back a tad. Right fingertips stay tented under the right shoulder. Left arm reaches up. Energize your inner thighs and then twist through the spine. Left arm reaches forward. Inhale, exhale, left palm down. Sweep your left leg up and high. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, kiss the left knee towards the left arm. Inhale, left leg reaches high. Exhale, cross it, left knee towards your right arm, and then flex your left foot on top of your right thigh. Come into that figure 4 down dog. Soft bend in your right knee, a gentle buoyancy up and down through the hips. And then inhale to look forward. Take it through a vinyasa of your choosing. And down dog, ground the heels, heavy the head, couple cycles of breath. Okay, bring your big toes to touch. One more round of standing here, but a little bit different. Inhale, heels high. Exhale, bend and widen the knees. Hover your seat down towards your heels. Look forward. Bottom of the breath out. Step, hop, or float your feet outside your hands. Come into that Malasana squat. And then either choose to stay here, lifting up through the crown of the head, or you might move slowly into Bakasana, crow pose. Okay? So spreading the palms wide here, index fingers forward. Bring your feet back behind you. Slide your knees up your triceps towards your shoulders. Then begin to lean your weight forward. Look forward. And now find the lift through the belly and the pelvic floor as you draw the heels in towards the seat. Keep hugging the elbows in. Keep breathing, right? So even when the going gets tough, staying with that steady flow of prana, to approach it with as much grace as we can. Drop your right foot down. Tense your right fingertips there. Open up your left hip. Sweep your left leg long behind you and reach your left arm up for Ardha Chandrasana. Really flex through that back foot. And then see if you can check out coming onto your index finger of your right hand. And then you might firm up your legs so much, lengthen out through the bottom rib cage that you can lift that right hand up all together. Get out your left index finger while you're at it. And then bend both of your knees, slide your left knee behind your right, wing your arms back for a little curtsy, and then find that same buoyancy through the hips. And then release the hands here, step your left foot back, sweep your right leg up and high, inhale. On the exhale, I want you to cross it right away, right knee towards your left arm, and then wrap like an eagle, right thigh over the left. Might find a single wrap or a double wrap with the right toes reaching towards the left heel. But same thing as we did in that figure 4 down dog. I want you to crease at the hips. Press the palms into the earth, lengthen out the upper body. Encourage your right hip back a little bit. Now look forward, inhale. Exhale, I want you to unravel and step your right foot outside your right hand. Tent the fingers, soften your back knee down. Point your back toes and just rock a little side to side. And you might bring your left hand out to the left a little bit more. Reach your right arm up so you get nice and expansive across the chest. And then if your weight is poured forward enough and you're on the top of that left kneecap, go ahead and bend the left knee. And reach for the foot and draw the heel towards the sit bones. And at the same time, open up your rib cage and your heart towards the sky. You can even let your left ear soften down towards your left shoulder here. Get a nice stretch through the trapezius, through the neck. Loosen the jaw. And go ahead and release your back foot. Plant your palms. Step back, down dog. You can feel free to take it through a vinyasa or stay and ground down in your downward facing dog. Okay, big toes touch. Inhale, lift the heels high. Exhale, bend and widen the knees. Squat down low. Look forward, bottom of the breath out. Step, hop, or float your feet into the squat. Either stay here or move into round two of a little crow pose. Take your time with it, beginning to pour your heart and your gaze forward, but at the same time, lift your spine up towards the heavens. Find Mula Bandha. And then drop your left foot down. Tense your left fingertips there. Sweep your right leg back. Open the right hip. Ardha Chandrasana. If the balance is tricky, look down towards the earth. Then see if you can energize the legs and come onto your left index finger. Get your right index finger out. And then maybe lift up and take off. Rooting through all four corners of that left foot. And then bend both of your knees. Slide your right knee behind your left. Wing the arms back. Find that buoyancy, just commanding, literally sweeping away any energy that's not serving you. Commanding it out of your system. Bring the hands down, right foot back, inhale, left leg up high. On the exhale, cross it right away, left knee towards the right arm, and then eagle wrap the left leg over the right. Stretch your sit bones back, encourage your left hip back as well. Lengthen out through the neck and breathe. And now look forward, inhale. Exhale in one swoop, left foot outside, left hand. Come up on the fingertips, soften your back knee down. Sway side to side, like you're rocking yourself here. And then right hand out wide, left arm can reach up. Maybe reach back for the foot. Wrapping your rib cage up towards the sky. Right ear to right shoulder. And just let your head hang there off to the side. Let go of your back foot. A little bit different this time. Tense your fingertips, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Step your right foot outside your right hand. And then squat down low. Bring your fingertips behind you. Walk them back. Lift your hips right into altar pose. Inhale here. Exhale, tongue out. then drop your seat down. Cross the ankles and go ahead and grab your blanket here. Then I want you to bring your blanket out one more time so it's in a long rectangle, okay? And then we're going to come to face either side of our mat here on the long edge, okay? Bring your big toes towards one another and then widen your knees out so you're just in a little traditional malasana, a little squat variation. So we're going to move into full-on frog pose here. So we're going to slowly come forward, drop your knees down wide. Keep walking your hands forward, and then I want you to release your feet out so that your feet, your ankles rather, are in line with your knees. And then keep walking yourself forward. You can either stay on your hands or drop your forearms to the earth. Maybe interlace the hands right here. You can keep sliding your knees out away from one another if that feels good. And keep drawing the energy of your heart forward as you encourage your shoulders back away from your ears. Just let your head go here. Breathe. I know this can be an intense pose, but see if there's a way to connect and deepen with your breath. And tell your body it's okay to let go of tension that you may be hanging on to in this pose. I always find there's a lot. Just going to take a few more cycles of breath here. See if you can really focus on releasing inner thighs, the groin, the jaw, the shoulders. On your next breath out, lift your belly and your ribs up to your spine, come up onto your palms, bring your feet in towards one another, and then slowly walk your hands back. Okay, now have a seat on your blanket. It's right there. Cross-ankled or again on your shins for rock pose. We're going to move into Kundalini meditation right now that uses our index fingers, and it's all about evening ourselves out and evening out our nervous system and really drawing that higher wisdom and higher awareness, higher love down to the earth. So it's going to be a movement with our arms. So we're going to bring our fingertips to touch overhead, and then we're going to bring our fingertips down to the earth, and then we're going to touch the index fingers overhead and bring them down to earth. And then additionally, there will be a mantra. Okay, so we'll be closing our eyes and singing out loud as we reach and touch our fingertips overhead. Sat, fingertips down, Nam. Sat, Nam. Wahe, Guru. Wahe, Guru. Get into it. Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, Wahe, Guru, Wahe, Guru. Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, Wahe, Guru, Wahe, Guru.
Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Wahe Guru, Wahe Guru. Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Wahe Guru, Wahe Guru. Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Wahe Guru, Wahe Guru. Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Wahe Guru, Wahe Guru. Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Wahe Guru, Wahe Guru. Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Wahe Guru, Wahe Guru. Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Wahe Guru, Wahe Guru. Keep your index fingers in the earth. Inhale deep, expand the lungs, expand the rib cage. And then powerfully cannon breath the air out. Come directly onto your back. You can keep that blanket underneath you with your shoulders just right behind the edge of that blanket. And then just take a moment, arms by the sides, rock your feet back behind you. Nice plow pose. You might nuzzle the shoulders underneath you. Interlace the hands, squeezing the shoulder blades into kiss here. Reaching the heels back, spiraling the inner thighs up. It might understandably become hard to breathe here, but see if you can still focus on the breath in and the breath out. Maybe internally chanting Sat with the breath in and Nam with the breath out. If you feel called to move into shoulder stand from here, feel free bending the elbows, bringing the hands to the back, pinky fingers touch, lift one leg, lift the other leg, kiss your big toes overhead. See if you can align your heels over your hips and breathe. This is the queen of all the poses, activating the parasympathetic nervous system. Rest and digest. Which is often the energy we need more of in our lives. Take a few more cycles of breath wherever you're at. And then bring your feet back down behind your head. Release your arms. Slowly roll down to lying on your back. Lengthen your legs out wide. Lengthen your arms out wide. Palms face up. And rest for a few moments here. Shavasana. Really letting go of any controlling of your breath. Releasing tension in the toes, the feet, the calves, the thighs. the hips, the low back, mid back, upper back, the shoulders, the arms, the hands. Releasing the back of the head into the earth. Taking tension out of the face, maybe even parting the lips to release the jaw. If you're feeling the call to stay longer in Shavasana, feel free to stay. Constructive rest is so necessary. Otherwise, begin to call more breath into your body, call your attention back into your body, wiggling your fingers and your toes. Stretching the arms by the ears, rolling your ankles and your wrists out. And then roll them in. And on your next breath out, draw your belly down to the spine, hug your knees into your heart. Give yourself a little squeeze. Rolling on over to one side, fetal position. And then inhale your way softly, gently up to a seat. Digging your left fingertips into the earth, right palm to your heart, just like we began. Chin into chest. A moment to feel the beating of your heart into your hand. Feel your breath, to feel the sacredness and the intelligence of your body. This vessel that we have to use for our own spiritual growth. It's important to take care of it, right? So that we can keep meeting whatever happens in our lives from a higher vibration. Let's breathe it in for Om here. Bringing a prayer to the forehead, dropping the head, a little bow. Namaste, Satnam. Thank you all so much for joining me today for this very yummy, nourishing nervous system session. I hope that you are feeling blissed out and centered, and I will see you next time.